Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. Let's go over the weekly recap. So every trade that I have alerted on Discord, exit, trim, sell position, and swings. Over here on the left, you guys can see if it was a day trade or a swing. The cash means it was a day trade. The airplane means it was a swing right over here. Now, the cool thing about the trade log is I've been doing it for almost a year now. Okay, so you guys can see the one on October. I'm still working on September. September was a horrible month, but again, we're not gonna have these perfect weeks right over here. This week we had a horrible week. I'm actually still editing this right over here, but as you guys can see, we're gonna have horrible weeks or we're gonna have good weeks, as long as if you're winning more than you're losing and you enter in all of those plays, you are going to be profitable. And it's just really cool to have this trade log. So the first trade that we did was Boeing. We actually swung this over the weekend right over here. Now, we paper handed this very, very badly. It should have hit like 300%, 500% right over here. So this was a buy off the major demand zone. And again, I had a whole video on this play, okay? And right over here, we had the whole play for the Boeing video. You guys can watch this video again. I mentioned this major demand zone right over here, and we played this bounce right over here, and it was just perfect, and it was very nice. I closed it out for around, so I closed it out for around 34%. It should have been a very nice over 500% if you did hold. We had a huge move to the upside right over here. Now, I also want to talk about Boeing because it also looks very nice for next week. As you guys can see, we're looking to break out of this downtrend right over here. So as you guys can see, we have this resistance right over here that we are looking to break to the upside right over here. Another thing that I'm watching is this gap right over here. I would definitely set a alert for this gap, but keep in mind this can be a breakaway gap. A breakaway gap is a downtrend breakout. So whenever we have like a breakaway gap, it's the start of a new uptrend. For example, this gap right over here was a breakaway gap. Now, Boeing, very nice play right over here. Our next play, Airbnb. Another one which we paper handed it. So what you can actually do is you can actually click the chart right over here, and you guys can actually click, like, this was our entry. So for example, the Airbnb, again, this was a day trade. You can actually click the chart. I'll send the link in the description for the trade log. But as you guys can see, we had a very nice symmetrical triangle. We had stop loss given, we had the entry, and then the price target right over here. And again, you guys can see another one which we played. We had a demand zone on Airbnb. We bought off calls right over here, and it hit our price target again. And another thing I want to mention, you guys, is whenever we hit that 10% mark, set the stop loss at break even. You don't want your green trade to go red, because again, we're looking at momentum. Okay, if we lose the uptrend and we close below the support, it is not going to look good. But overall, Airbnb actually had earnings. This went over like 800%. Yeah, it was ridiculous. The next one was MU. Okay, MU, again, we had a whole video on it. Same with Airbnb. We had those videos, when we alerted them, so you guys could have, learned, and you guys could have made your own play actually. Now, MU was a very nice play. Right over here, we played this downtrend breakout. We entered in around November 3rd, right over here for the swing, and then it pumped very nicely. We sold off right over here, and then I think we entered in, yeah, so it actually hit our stop loss at break even, and then we entered in back on the dip right over here. So again, you guys can actually see the chart right over here. We're still swinging MU because our potential price target is $76. As you guys can see, we have a very nice resistance right over here. We definitely have more room to go up, especially since we have some longer expiration for MU. I'm looking at my expiration. We have December expiration. Honestly, I would hold to expiration since we do have the earnings run up. So this looks very, very nice. The next play was QQQ, which was a very, very nice day trade right over here. So this is actually the wrong chart on QQQ, but if we actually look at 5 minutes QQQ right over here, as you guys can see, on November 4th, so this was Thursday, we had a very nice scalp at this ascending triangle breakout. This was our entry, and then my price target was actually $400, which we did hit the next day, but I didn't swing it because it did hit our stop loss. But right over here, again, we trimmed position. We had like 4 contracts, and rest we got stop loss at break even. So this was another great scalp on the 5 minutes. And again, with these type of scalps, we have a very nice and tight stop loss for these day trades. And then the next one was actually a loss on Airbnb. This was a complete paper hand for Airbnb. This was a total just paper hand right over here. I was just thinking we had like Federal Reserve talking, we had the unemployment data, so I didn't want to swing it. So other than that, overall very nice week. We ended with a 85% win rate, 20% gain, and 143% total gain. Now keep in mind, we're not gonna always have these type of weeks, so you got to be very careful, cash out on some gains. But overall, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm looking to make another video on supply and demand tonight, just a very simple video, because a lot of these plays were just buying at the demand zone, and I'm gonna make a video on it tonight. So see you guys in a couple of hours. Make sure to subscribe. We're almost at 3,000 subscribers, and see you guys in a couple of hours.